Hi, everybody. All things paranormal investigation here, and all things mysterious. Getting ready to investigate the haunted castle house. So, we are a little bit nervous. This place is super creepy.
We'll tell you again, a little bit about us, a little bit how we came to this place. And, my whole life there was no such thing as ghosts. And, when our daughter believed, I told her, you're either simple-minded, you're attention-seeking, you're drinking, you're doing drugs, you've had head trauma, you've got some mental illness. There's a whole list of things, but it can't be that ghosts are real. And so that's why we went to the Crescent, and that's where I ate my humble pie and found out no, things are real. So buying this as our paranormal lab, we're a little different than we don't do a whole lot of tours. We don't have a whole lot of, days available to investigate because, selfishly, we kind of like to do it for ourselves. And, this is, it's a money pit. This isn't our real business. And so we've been blessed to not need the income to, support the place. So anything that happens here is legit. We don't ever stage anything. Something may be misperceived, but if nothing happens, nothing happens. And if something does happen, then you know that, it's real. The things that we'll tell you about truly happened to us. And again, we might have misperceived something, but we won't make anything up. With orbs, personally, I think probably 98, 99% of them are just dust and bugs. We have some people think every single thing's an orb. And I'll be the first to acknowledge, I don't know. I don't have answers on anything. I go with what I think makes the most sense, but my opinion's very fluid. It'll change as I learn more or somebody explains something to me. And when we have investigators who show us things and, to me, it looks like an orb. I mean, just a dust orb. If they're excited about it, they may be right. I don't want to rain on their parade, but, I'll tell you my opinion, but I'll definitely respect anybody else's.
In this clip, keep an eye on the crystals hanging on the table. They move the entire time we are there. The room was mostly still with no major airflow. What do you think caused it? Is anyone in here?
We moved rooms. You could follow us in here if you wanted.
Come sit down in the seat.
Can you tell us in any other way that you're here? Can you make a sound?
Come towards the light. Thank you. Okay. See if we get better look upstairs.
This room, you say nothing ever happens. This is the dining room. This is Bert and Cecil Sullivan when they got married. This is Bert and Cecil Sullivan at their 50th anniversary, which was taken right there. Bert and Cecil bought the place in 1956. Bert was a barber. They said he was kind of like Floyd from Andy Griffith, that all the guys would hang out the barber shop and swap lies and play pool and different things. Just really involved with the community. It's interesting with Cecil that her uncle was actually Dr. Connor, who was the second owner of the property. She was born to the youngest of the siblings, so she was really excited to get the place. And both these people passed away in the house. Bert had really bad rheumatoid arthritis, so they moved his bed downstairs to the turret room. They set up a little bed where those windows are. He passed away in 1963 from complications from his arthritis. And then Cecil lived another 21 years. She passed away in the master bedroom upstairs in 1984 from complications of dementia. So I'm out back digging. It's summertime, and Judy very graciously thinks she's probably thirsty. She brings me a bottle of water. As she's getting ready to head out, there's that little piece of furniture that has a mirror on it. And she thought something passed behind her, but she thought, well, maybe it's a shadow, or, my eyes are playing tricks on me. Didn't think much of it. She brings the water out to me. I guzzle it, and we talk for a minute and ask her if she'd get another one. So she comes back in, and, again, middle of the day, not thinking about ghosts. As she crosses into this room, it feels heavy. And that's one thing, too, that you may notice is that there'll be a change. You'll feel a haunt before you see it, kind of. You'll feel there's a difference in the room. So it felt really heavy. And as she started coming, she got probably about where you're standing. And it right in here, she said it was like an oval opened up. And there's an older lady that's doing like this. So you can see her face and her hands, but just maybe from here down. But it's like she was screaming, but no sound came out.
And she wasn't flesh colored. She was like black and white.
So Judy, again, then the oval shuts up, and Judy, to her credit, she still goes to the kitchen, grabs my water, and runs back out. So, even though she didn't like him, she summed it up. She could be quite brave when need be. So she took it out to me, and I get all excited, come here, set up equipment. Of course, nothing happens.
The dining room is where they've seen a couple of things. I'm gonna try and hold still for this, but dear God, you guys know I am not good at that.
Right. Ready?
Ready when you are.
Is anybody in here with us? Can you come forward? My name's Matt.
I'm Jordan.
If you're in here, come in here and talk to us.
All you need to do is come up and touch this little antenna that Matt's gonna touch real quick.
Yep.
Can you make it make a sound?
We'll be here all night. We're going to go in the other room. If you want to come talk to us in there, you can.
Okay. So in here, there's a closet underneath the stairs, like there was, most older places. And I cleaned it out. And we got a little lantern there for a light. There's a chair if you want to go in and,
You will lock me in there. He won't, but you will
Well,
lock me
it's
in
not
there.
lockable, actually.
good.
So, yeah. So it's
I
not-
totally will do it, but you will lock me in there. I know that you will.
Yeah, it doesn't have any kind of a mechanism to lock.
I
So
don't trust that one.
sounds like there's a little history there that you're probably wise. So, and here's where
I don't trust him.
this was the first time I saw the little boy. Before I had the chair in there, I had just cleaned it out, and I opened it up, and he was sitting in the back, and he just kind of looking at me, and I looked at him, and hi, and then he just disappears. So I didn't know if he was playing, if he was hiding. He didn't look like he was distressed, just sitting cross-legged back there. One night before we were going home, I'm going through my little checklist of all the things to do, and I'm in this bedroom across the hall, just finished making up the bed. I come around the corner, and the little blonde-haired boy is here at the top of the stairs, and he's sitting where he's probably 2 steps down. His shoulders, his arms are crossed at the top of the stairs, and his head's like this, and he's staring at me like, "Who are you, and why are you in the house?" And when I read it, I just froze, and I'm like, "Well, come on in," and then he disappears. So Judy in the daytime will pretty much go anywhere. Nighttime, she really likes the ghost-free zone, the apartment. unless we're together. So I'm so excited. That's the holy grail, getting to see an apparition. So I run downstairs. I'm like, "Gee, you won't believe what and she's actually coming out of the apartment. And I said, there's a little boy, he was at the top of the stairs. And so she does this little U-turn and goes right back in the apartment. And I said, well, what were you doing? She said, I wanted something in the kitchen. I said, well, I'll go. No, you're not going to leave me here by myself. Let's both go. I'm not going out there with a little boy. So he's been seen in a variety of spots. He's been seen by several different groups here. The most common areas are around here and in the white bedroom, but he's been seen in the back bathroom. He was seen in the kitchen. And the description is always pretty much the same. Trying to figure out who it would be, the only tie-in with owners, there was a man named Fred Pemberton who owned it back in the early 1900s. He had a son named Jewel who was 4 years old when they left here. They moved to Oklahoma. At age 6, he got run over by an oil truck. And so I don't know if possibly he remembered good times here and wanted to hang out here. I don't know if it might have been, grandchild, nephew or something that had played here, a neighborhood kid.
Oh, yeah. No, there's.
Here, the audio gets really distorted for a couple of seconds. It's the only time in almost 4 hours of footage that it happens.
Weird. It's when the pictures take it, so nothing.
In this room, as far as activity, people will they'll sometimes see like a person poke their head around here. I mentioned the little boy and the older lady were up here. Footsteps are fairly common in this area. There's a few boards, especially around here, that creak. So, sometimes if you reproduce your step, you'll figure out what it was. The stairs, again, are fairly active.
All right, we're going to try this again.
Ooh, you're blinding me. Thank you.
Anybody that's in here,
That thing goes off and it's directly by me. I'm going to freak out.
if you're in here, can you come over here?
Can you make that go off again?
Can you come closer to me?
That is awesome.
If you step away, can you step away? Can you move away from it, please?
That was perfect. Thank you so much.
Are you the child or are you an adult here? If you're a child, step closer. If you're an adult, step closer to... You're an adult? Child? If you're a child, step close to it. I think that would mean it's a child. Are you the boy that is seen often here? If so, can you step closer?
Give it a second.
Huh?
Give it a second. Are you the boy that they call Elijah?
Are you Elijah?
If this is somebody else, can you step closer?
I don't really trust orbs, but there was just an orb that went in front of the camera. It's another one.
I didn't see it on mine, dang it.
It's like right in this corner here. Yeah, there's orbs all over this place. Elijah, can you step closer to the machine and make it go off again, please? Or whoever's in here? Are you a different boy? Can you step closer, please?
It's really fun talking to you.
For the record, I don't see any dust moving around in here,
No, it's really still.
but I got an orb that keeps going back and forth right here.
Oh, what's crazy is mine's not catching it, but my camera just moved by itself. I didn't move it.
If anybody's here with us, can you step closer?
Look over here. here a little bit.
I guess my foot doesn't trigger it. Can you step closer, please?
If you're done talking to us, that's okay.
We'll be here all night if you want to talk again, okay? All right. Thank you. That was really good.
That was really freaking cool. That was
Are you here? Can you step closer to me? It doesn't feel like it's much cooler over there than it is here. Not 2 to 3 degrees colder. And there's orbs going back and forth.
It's crazy because I don't see it on my camera at all.
Like literally right here.
Let me try and move mine up just a little bit.
And you're basically pointing right at me, so
Yeah, but I'm starting seeing the same area of like viewpoint, and
if it was dust, you would be seeing it too.
yeah, I would too, and I'm not seeing anything.
Is that you in here?
If you're trying to interact with us, thank you so much.
It just got like really cold over here. Alright, we'll be here all night. Jordan would really like it if you would wake her up in the middle of the night by standing in front of her.
Matthew, I would not. That's not very nice.
Alright, let's do a quick spirit box, see if we can get anything that way. So far we got a lot over here.
Yeah, we did. It's really active right here.
Alright, we've got this little device that'll help you communicate with us. I know I'm pointing at Jordan, but it's not Jordan.
It's not me.
Xbox.
Scanning. FM.
Can you tell us your name? Can you tell us your name? My name is Matt. This is Jordan. What's your name?
Did you live here in the house?
Do you want to talk to us?
Wasn't getting a whole lot out of that.
Huh?
Wasn't getting a whole lot out of that.
No. We'll try again. We'll go try in the master bedroom, so maybe you're in there. I want to replay that footage, and because there's another one that just went down.
They're more drawn to you, I think, than they are me, which I am okay with. You guys can screw with Matt all you want. He enjoys it.
It's just it. It's not like I don't feel like any evil.
No.
It feels like they want to
Playful.
communicate.
Yeah.
Can you step in front of my camera? Can you show yourself?
Has anybody ever told you what we're doing?
We are here to communicate with you, to hear your story. We want to know everything about you.
We
We're-
just want to learn everything that we can about you.
We want to give you a voice. 'Cause for the record, I don't necessarily believe in orbs. There was another one.
And I had my camera over here. Sorry.
It's all low. It's like a child walking back and forth.
I mean, I see some light refractions, but
There's another one that just went up. Went towards you, actually.
oh, well, hello. I actually feel more at ease here than I did last night. Is that weird?
Yeah. I mean, nothing in here feels like evil.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, I forgot we forgot the full spectrum going too.
Yeah, we do. That might have caught some cool stuff.
We got the EVP over there. Definitely caught something with the REM pod. That whatever it was like listening.
It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah. Kind of creepy. It made my skin crawl for a second.
Really? It just made me smile.
Well, I mean, that's the first time. You know, we used that at the Sally house a couple times. Didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
We used it, one other time here. Twice, actually. Didn't get nothing. And then finally up here, we got something.
Yeah. It's really cool.
So there's a lady that's been seen in front of that dresser. We had a group here last year. We were all in the turret room, heard something. One of the guys came back to check, and he saw a lady standing at that dresser. And of course, as he screams, and we all come back, and she's gone. I came in here one night, and as I got just past the door, I could see her standing there. I think I got her in one of my pictures. It's kind of fuzzy, but I think it was her. So the first night we're here as owners. We'd been here one night before, as guests, and then we bought it. And a month later, we're up here. So we worked half a day, drove up here, get in late. I'm exhausted. It's about midnight. We set our stuff in, and I'm on this side of the bed. Judy's right there. Judy is looking at this door that looks like it's fresh out of The Shining. It's got this hole in here. So she's in a new town, in a house that may be haunted, looking at this door. She's very much awake. And I'm glad she is, because if she wasn't, I would always wonder, did I dream this? But this is truly what we heard. So there's 5 bangs that to me sounds like somebody's broken into my house. That doesn't sound like a ghost. So I grab my 357. I come check this. There's nothing. There's another closet door that's wood over there. I thought maybe the sound direction I wasn't picking up. Looking there, there's nothing. I go out in the hall. I check everything upstairs. There's nothing. I get downstairs and I realize the only door is still dead bolted locked and our alarm system's still on. And then I realize poor Judy's alone in the room where the banging was. So I'm freaked out. I mean, I'm shaking. I'm just, nervous as can be. And I'm trying to think, how in the world could that have happened? And, we both heard it. I mean, that was a lot of energy. But eventually fatigue wins. So sometime after 3 o'clock, I fall back asleep. About 4 in the morning, I got woken up again by my pillow being pushed in about 4 inches. And by my right ear, I hear, and so then I'm awake the rest of the night. So things that have happened when I've been up here by myself, I got woke up one night twice by a really soft, cold finger pressing in the middle of my forehead. I heard what sounded like paper rustling or somebody moving around. Woke up and I looked, and over by that closet door, there's this little black boy that looks like he's probably about 10 years old, dressed like a drummer, just has this really pleasant smile, just looking at me, and then he just disappears. I had 2 nights ago, I'm up here sleeping, and I'm on this side of the bed, and behind me, I hear a little girl just do this little melodic kind of tune, just clear as day. And I, look around real quick, and there's nobody there. Oh yeah, yeah. I had just gotten on the bed, and if you pull the blinds, we got blackout blinds, so it's really, really dark. So I got on bed, and I'm on my stomach, and I'm kind of positioning, and I feel somebody sit down. I can feel their butt touching my thigh, and so I reach over, and I can't feel anything. And I find my phone on the table and, try to do a quick EVP. And after, 12, 15 seconds, the pressure goes up and it's gone. And I didn't hear footsteps going or coming either way. But, for the cushion to go down and me to feel that when I'm wide awake, I can't really explain that away. So this is the room if people have a scarier experience, this is usually where it happens. If they have a heavier feeling, this is usually where it happens. Yeah, I mentioned Dr. Dixon passed away in here. The next person was Cecil Sullivan, Bert's wife. She passed away in 1984 from complications from Alzheimer's. She lived 21 years after Bert passed. So she passed away in 84, and then her kids didn't want the house, so they sold it to Sergeant Emerson Ali, a Korean War veteran. He passed away in this room in 1988 from heart issues as well. So 4 died in the house, 3 here, 1 downstairs. We've had a couple groups that left in the middle of the night, which blows me away. I think you pay money to get scared and something happens. But, I guess if you feel uncomfortable enough, that's maybe what you should do. But this room's typically the one that would run somebody out.
That was terrifying.
There. In case you don't know who we are, my name is Matt.
And my name is Jordan. Oh, don't make me sit in front of that. That's creepy. I'm gonna lean against the wall.
We've got some things here to hopefully help you communicate with us. Are you in here with us? It is very cold over here, though. All right.
It is really close to an outside wall, though, and we haven't had the heater on in here. Granted, it's not that cold outside.
All right. Oh. Can you come sit next to me? A lot of either dust or orbs in here. Probably dust. Can you come sit next to me? If you're in here, can you come over here?
Thank you.
If you want to talk to us, can you touch that again, please? Can you come sit next to me?
I promise he teases a little bit, but he's actually nice.
Come sit next to me, please. If you want to talk, just come over here and touch this thing. It'll tell us that you want to talk to us. I can see that you're over here.
It's okay if you're nervous.
We just want to hear your story. We want to know everything about you. If you want to talk to us, just touch that little antenna or get close to it. You don't even have to touch it. You just got to get close. See?
Did you know that we came many hours away to come and talk to you?
We drove 4 hours today to see you. I really don't know how I feel about orbs, but
A lot of it
one just went in a zigzag pattern, which,
isn't quite normal.
no.
It's not a dust pattern.
Keep seeing stuff in my peripheral. Do you want to talk to us?
It says to stay away from that mirror, man.
All right. Well, we will be here all night.
If you change your mind, we'll be here, okay?
Yeah, that's the obviously the doll room. We've added some shelves, so we've got more room for our dolls now. This is the room where the camera was set up, and we heard, whatever scream, "Get out of here, get out of my house." Um, with our little Boo Buddy thing, we had a video one night where he says, "The cut is right in my tummy." And it was in his voice, but that's not on script. So I got with Dave Giuliano that runs the Ghost Hunter store. Super, super, super guy. And he listened to it. He said, "Yeah, that's what it sounds like. He can't say that." He got with the manufacturer, and he said, "Yeah, there's no reason it should be able to go off script and still be in its own voice." This little doll right here will put a cat ball in her hands, and sometimes when you ask questions or just sitting in here, it'll go off. And the cat balls are kind of interesting. Obviously, it depends on how good the battery is in it, and how much vibration there is around, but it's pretty well anchored in there, and so it's a little more believable for me when that goes off. When Colin was in, he thought he interacted with the spirit named Elijah, which we think may be Elijah McComb. Elijah was one of Reverend McComb's sons, who was 10 years old when they moved from here. He died at age 13, and they don't know the cause. And he got died at 13. And when they asked him, how he died, they got secret. So, we don't know what he passed from. But we would do different activities, and when we used the name Elijah, we would often get, reactions with our equipment.
This room is creepy.
Literally called the doll room. I mean, you guys, let me just pan around here a little bit, okay? Oh, sorry, wrong way. I don't know how to work a camera. But come on. I mean, he's not wrong. He got the dolls because this place is a haunted house, and every haunted house needs creepy dolls. But so creepy.
Are you in here with us?
I'm gonna back up a little bit too.
Can you touch the ball?
If you're in here with us, it would help us a lot if you could reach out and either touch one of the balls or touch the machine.
Can you come over and touch the balls?
I will never be old enough to not think that's funny. Do you like the toys in here? That thing is both the coolest thing ever and the most annoying device on the planet.
At the same time, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing in here. It just makes me creeped out.
It's just the dolls, frankly. It's just super creepy. I mean, I got the best shot ever right now of it being mostly in the dark and the dolls on the bed. Oh, and the light just came on when you turned it. Oh, that's just the most exceptionally creepy shot.
There's a lot of either dust or orbs in here.
Oh, that's so creepy. Yeah. So creepy.
As our time comes to an end at the haunted castle house, we reflect on our time here. We caught a bunch of evidence that could be paranormal. The REM pod activating multiple times, the crystals moving, the abundance of orbs. All of this can possibly be debunked, or maybe it can't. All we know is we want to come back and investigate again in the future. What do you think? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out.